Girls be brutal, especially when it's at that puppy love stage. They be ready to gut you and kill you for that.
Welcome to Wayback Wednesday. It's your boy Pancho V312.
It's your girl Miss J Pretty.
And we're going to keep this going with the meeting of the minds.
Meeting of the minds.
And as we're watching the young couples in their latest fashion of TikToks.
And their craziness.
And friends and family.
Yeah, and playing that FaceTime hang up and all the girls are getting caught cheating. Yo, they just gotta
Siri
be
called Brad.
Called Chad. And the guys are getting kicked in the face. That's my kind of girl. She was like, who the fuck is that? Bow! She just like,
she Chuck Norris the shit out of him.
I can't raise my leg up that high, but yeah.
Oh my god, she kicked him so hard.
She kicked the fuck out of his face. She was like, say it again. Say it.
She was beating him on the ground like, yeah. Give me your phone. Give me your phone.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, that's ridiculous. But yes, welcome to Wayback Wednesday. So I think we should definitely take it back to how men used to show chivalry and treat women back in the day, unlike now, where women are Chuck Norris and men across the head over YouTube videos.
And TikToks.
It's just addicting.
I was about to say, they can't get mad because I'm like, don't play a prank if you ain't ready for the real results. Especially that Plan B one. She looked up. Wow. Beat his ass, sis.
He had the audacity to play like one of them YouTube FaceTime videos. And she was like, you gotta give me another Plan B. Because the first one didn't work.
The lady, all she heard was, you gotta give me a Plan B. She stopped. She kept listening. Wow, wow, wow. And then the camera cut off. She must have beat the shit out of him and that phone and them computers and everything else.
And he on the ground, oh, pray. Nah, them old dudes, let's give it up to the OGs.
OGs.
You know, they used to take a woman out.
They used to give them their whole paycheck.
Yeah. And build families.
And build families and build stock and build character.
I don't think they'd be playing this little mess now. I don't think they, if this was out back then, I don't think no man would have been playing some, oh, I'm FaceTiming Elizabeth down the street. You know, you'd be dead.
Be dead. With a frying pan.
Yep.
And ain't nobody gonna call the police either.
Nope. Whole neighborhood beat your ass.
Right. And if she coming from a family like mine with nothing but sisters, it's all sisters.
Yeah, imagine if TikTok was back then. Yeah, them furs have been all up, all on the camera, like, cock. Fire.
So, after watching these crazy TikToks and how people are getting their ass beat over pranks, okay, I think y'all should really know who you're dealing with if you're going to play these kind of pranks. Even in the toxic one, the girl got her car bust out through all the windows, everything. She's like, this is what happens when you mess with a psychopath.
And every woman's been there and every man's been there. My car got egged.
What is it? A Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Yeah.
With Martin Lawrence. And she tried to kill him.
She almost succeeded too. She almost succeeded.
But my thing is, who started? I say he started it. She said, no, don't say that you love me. Don't do that. He started with the mind games. And then he went over his head. And almost got...
You feel like in the past 20 years, men have been more female than male?
Yes.
Do you feel like the female is now taking control of it?
Yes.
Now compared to back then when you had the man who was just strong,
yes.
provider,
the man led his family back in the day.
Right.
And that's something, even I know with my grandfather working and taking care of his wife, his kids, all that. Like,
Yeah.
My grandfathers were stand-up guys. Um,
I almost said
now,
comedian.
now, you have some guys that want to lead, but they're abusing their power.
Yeah.
They're abusing their power, or they can't handle the fact that their women are actually doing maybe a little bit more than them. So it's like, how do you bridge that gap between letting a man feel like a man without demasculating him?
You let him take out the trash and tell him shut the half up.
Well,
That's what
they
I
also
saw.
have this thing called cash slaves. I'm not sure if you know what it is.
I'm new to that.
Cash slaves is basically where it's like a female dominatrix. She's not all dressed up and all that, but it's guys willing to give them their whole check. And it's cyber sex. You do have some that will do it in person and things like that. And they don't have no weird. Their only request is to be a female's bitch. This one lady, she banked in $500,000 from being a cash slave. I said I might have to sign up. No sex. I just tell you what to do. I just tell you what to do. Oh, sign me up. So I think I'm gonna end up putting up a profile.
Remember what happened on the last time you said. You ain't gonna find out about that story, but that was hilarious.
Well, I mean, way back, so I can take it there. This way back Wednesday. So I'm gonna tell y'all a true story from way back. Okay.
You ain't gotta say it. You ain't gotta say it. Don't tell them. Don't tell them.
Don't tell them. Don't tell them. They can't find it no way.
I know, so it don't matter. Don't tell them. Leave that way back.
No, I'm gonna have my confessional for a moment.
Oh, you want to say it? Okay, go ahead. I warned you. No disclosure.
So way back when I was desperate and broke, I signed up for webcamming. Yeah, webcamming. I had nothing to lose. So I got drunk one night, had on my cute little red lingerie, everything was all nice. And the best part about the webcam company that I had was you can block up to 10 states. So I knew everybody on the East Coast, so I blocked all the East Coast. Okay? I blocked the East Coast and California. I blocked them. I was about to get my Lisa Ray on from the Players Club. Seems like you're ready. You feel me?
Wasn't ready.
In my mind, I'm thinking like, shit, what do I got to lose? I done blocked off all the states where I got family, number one. Number two, I'm desperate and I'm broke. And number three, it's not porn. I don't have to go to an actual strip club. I don't have to be felt on. I don't have to, expose myself in that manner. So I just wore some cute lingerie, got drunk, decided to stand up on my little Oderman.
Your Oderman?
My little Oderman. I'm getting it. In less than a minute or 2 minutes into the dance, I had 10 men in my my little room. Would y'all believe my dumb ass was so drunk because I had such bad nerves? Even though I wasn't seeing any of these people in person, my nerves were so bad. I went to do a spin, and then I was trying to do my little sexy walk, so I was able to spin. I forgot that all I had was a little Oderman. I stepped right the fuck off. My leg flew up in the air. It's the difference between one fall, you got the sexy fall, and then you got the real fall where you can't catch yourself or your balance. My leg went up, my wig came off, and by the time I knocked the phone down off the stand and everything, and by the time by the time I came back up and put the phone together, all 9 of the men left. Only one guy stayed, and he gave me $250. He gave me $250 only because I got back up and I put my wig on. I tried to finish the dance, but my ankle was fucked up. I was fucked up. Oh, y'all have no idea. And so I cashed out, took my little $250. By the time the people took their cut, I rolled out with $200. I called customer service the very next day and said, I said, when I delete this account, nobody can pull it up, right? They said, no, ma'am. Nobody can pull it up. I cashed out with $200, bought me some groceries, and that's my little confessional for Wayback Wednesday. Once upon a time, you know, I did that. But it's crazy. I started out with 10 guys in my chat. All of them left except for the one. And only because I put my wig back on. I was hurting. I was in pain. My little ankle was all messed up. I'm not going to.
She felt like Michelle Williams.
Yes. Yo, my leg, I didn't know what came up first, my leg or my head. I did my little spin, and I went to, like, walk up. See? I don't know if it was my spirit guides or something, like, sit your ass down. This is not where you need to be. Oh, you can't sit down. I'm going to sit you down. And I fell on live webcam camera. I fell. Wig flew off and everything. I was hurting. I was in pain. I was in pain that day. But I had my $200. I got me some groceries. And yeah, it is what it is. But
you got up limping.
I got up.
The camera going.
I did. I was like, oh shit. I wasn't even worried about if anybody was in there. I'm like, yo. I was just thinking in the back of my head, like, I'm not gonna make no money. They probably all done watch me fall.
Oh shit!
Like they probably all go watch. They all watch me fall. When I got up and I seen that one person, I seen that little the little money symbol come across. I was like, "Thank you, God. At least somebody paid me out." But it's wild.
Did he put a message?
He said this. He said this is for getting back up. I don't know who you are, but shout out to you. If you ever watch this video, thank you so much. Because that $250 helped me. It helped me in a time when I was desperate and broke. But I don't live there anymore. But I had nothing to lose. And I was getting it. Like I said, 2 minutes in, I was getting it. I was trying to be cute. Hit him with the spin. And fell off and I never got back up again. Not for that shit. So yes, times have definitely changed. You know, women, we're gonna be more independent. We're gonna go out and try to get it ourselves. Whether that means falling and almost killing yourself and making sure that your hand stuff that fell off. We're gonna find a way to get it. But back in the day, we didn't have to do that. We, you know, depended on our men. Men have held money and status and power over a female's head for so long that it's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna get it by all means necessary. But I was never one to actually want to go out and do a real life stripping, and I never wanted to do that. So I'm like, what's the best way? And then
thank God you never did. You would fell off that stage.
I had to research, and so I had to research. Your wig was
laying in somebody's lap. You like, see your little legs up there in the stage.
Yo, and it was like one of them falls where you can't catch it. You can't brace yourself.
You was reaching to try to catch it.
No, and it was so bad because I was drunk, and so I had the ugly scream. You know how when you had the fake scream, like, ah! No, it was like, ah! It was the ugly scream. I had the ugly scream, okay?
She was crying for Jesus.
God probably was like, yo, next.
Like yo, that. I bet you them dudes probably was like, click, I can't.
As long as nobody, well, back then screen recording wasn't a thing. So it was a while ago, but I tried my luck in my early 20s.
We'll be back after I get an oxygen machine. Like, subscribe, comment.
And share. And we're going to keep talking about back in the day, the differences between men and women. Like I said, men used to hold that status, money, power, and now women can actually get up and try different things. But
literally.
You're going to pay a price sooner or later.
But yeah, we'll see y'all in a minute. Welcome back. It's Wayback Wednesday.
Yes, and we're having confessionals. And if anybody watch that, I just want to let y'all know I did get what I needed. So basically, in 5 minutes, I got $200 off of webcam and almost breaking my ankle.
But that's the new thing now, OnlyFans and webcam. And if you're OnlyFans and you try to make that money, get your money, peoples.
Get your money. Get your money. And hit us up for promotion.
We got you. We'll throw your little twerk video up for you.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put it in a corner or something.
So now, back to it now that we're out of the confessional part.
I have nothing that crazy.
Really?
I've never tried anything that crazy.
Wow.
Sorry.
Being a single woman who worked 2 jobs and I still couldn't make enough to sustain how I needed to sustain, and I was in debt. I mean, technically, the shit worked for me. 5 minutes and I made $250, and I cashed out with $200 because the webcam place had took their money out. So
The only story I have that's crazier than that is way back in the day. You used to have the websites that you go on back before MySpace. You had these websites, stuff you go play games on. I was on this one website called Coke Music, which is basically a Coca-Cola website. And you go there and you make beats and you go in these little stages and you perform, and everyone that give you a thumbs up, you would be like, okay, cool, you get money. You get $1 per thumbs up, whatever. So that was your currency. So that's how you were able to buy stuff. Everyone got a room, and you put furniture and stuff in there. So basically what happened was that's where I learned about cyber sex at. Because people would come in there and say certain little lingos and stuff, and I'd be like, yo, 16, what the hell is this? I'm like, I don't know what this means. Is this another language? And I found out that people were asking your age, your sex, and your language. Well, I mean your location. So it'd be like, oh, your age, and then if you're male or female, and then what country you're in. Because you were talking to people all over the world. Well, my but my dumb ass ended up talking to this chick for 6 years on that joint. But not even dating wise, but just talking. As a pen pal. Yeah, as a pen pal. And then the one time I finally get a chance to go up there, go see her. And my homeboy, I was like, come on, bro, let's go. We're going to go see this chick, blah, blah, blah. We're going to party up there, blah, blah, blah. We get up there. I find out she's a stripper. And she works at the Broke Down Strip Club. And the one next door has all the cars. And hers has no car but the manager's car. Whoever strippers that drove there. And I was like, all right, cool. I guess I'll sacrifice this moment and go in the strip club. I've never been in a strip club before. So I was like, okay, I'll go in. This is my first strip club.
Scared.
Yeah, terrified. I walk in there, it was everything you see in any basic movie. And I was like, this is the most disgusting looking thing I've ever been at. And there's no one here but me and my homeboy. And my homeboy is like, screw it. We're in a whole new location. I'm getting a couple lap dances. $5 lap dances. I'm getting a couple. So he over there having the time of his life, and I'm talking to her like, oh yeah, great to see you. We always talk on the phone, blah, 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 email, whatever, all that stuff. And then I find out she's married and has 4 kids. And she's younger she was younger than me. Younger than me by 2-3 years younger than me.
Oh my God.
I was like, wow. I was like, you've been playing a very good game.
Right.
That was cool. But she was cool, She bought us the room, the hotel for the weekend. She threw me some money. She threw me lots of herb. And then we went out of town and we partied. My homie and we partied out there, and let's just say it was some great times. Some great times.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
It was close to Vegas.
Exactly. How did I know?
But it was definitely my wildest experience. But that's the only cyber thing I've ever done. So I don't know.
I had to take a chance to make some money.
I don't know. Now y'all got OnlyFans.
You got OnlyFans. You got Cash Slaves. You got Sugar Babies. I watched the billionaires, the Divorced Billionaire Wife Club. I did watch that.
Taking notes.
No. If I get married, I want to get married to stay together. I'm not trying to get married for a prenup or for.
You want to sign a prenup?
It all depends on what do I have to lose, and does that person have equally or more than me to lose as well. I feel like it's the difference because it's like a security net, but it's also you're putting that thought in the back of your head if this don't go right. Like, I don't want to think if this doesn't go right. I want to think.
That would make you probably want to go harder, right?
Right.
So it's like if you say you sign the prenup and then you end up making more money than he does.
But think about this.
He gonna see you for
There's
broken
plenty
heart?
of people. Most people don't know in certain states of the United States. After, and I think it's anywhere between 4 to 15 years, prenups become null and void.
Like if you with somebody for 20 years, that's probably what happens, right?
You know, I think in California it's 4 years. Prenups are actually null and void after a couple years. You just need to read your clause and make sure that your lawyers know your state laws and regulations. I think in Maryland, I do believe Maryland is about 10 years. After 10 years, you can call it quit. And the prenup is null and void.
And you get half no matter what. Because you with somebody for 10 years. And you ain't
Think about it, even with Janet Jackson. Everybody said Janet Jackson played her cards right. She married the guy from France. He had money. And after 4 years, she divorced him. Seriously. People don't know that. A lot of people do not have this information. I'm trying to put y'all up on game. So.
Yeah, how to get the prenup and still get that money, y'all.
Yeah, like after a certain amount of years, it becomes null and void.
It still counts for you guys, even if you're trying to be a stay-at-home daddy.
Exactly. It's null and void after a while. And people really don't know that.
You should know it. Stay together.
Exactly, and that's my thing. Like,
stay together.
People nowadays, they're talking about. It was a post, and they were saying, should we rewrite our laws for marriage? Every 10 years, should your marriage license be renewed, or should you have that opportunity to state that you want to get it annulled or divorced?
It should be every 5 years.
It's becoming. Somebody else said that it should be every 5 years. And I'm like, damn, look at the difference between back then and now. Like, back then, wasn't nobody talking about marriage should have, you have to renew your marriage license? No.
When you was married.
Right. And
when you dated somebody, if you dated more than 3 people, it was a problem. If you was running around with multiple women, those women didn't get married. It was an honor to be married. It was an honor to be somebody's wife. It was an honor to have a wife. Now it's like fake FaceTime hang-ups.
Everything is business now. Everything is business. It's like
attention. Everything's like attention now.
Love
comes with how many likes you give.
But it's showing like nowadays it just feels like love is very, very rare.
I just wish it would go back to when you would just page me or call my house phone. And I get in touch with you when I want it. Because now it's like
they
if
got
you're in a relationship.
They got location.
Yeah, if you're in a relationship, you gotta have your
you know they got the dating
Google Maps,
the dating tracker,
your Snapchat, what?
The dating tracker.
So if you go on a date with somebody, it tracks your movements.
Yes, like okay, so say you get into a relationship with someone and y'all both download the app.
I was starting to think it was like an app for women who feel like they're getting drugged at the bar or something. No. Like a date tracker thing like that. I was like, oh.
Dating tracker is basically where if your spouse is cool with you knowing their location 24/7, and even if they don't, I know some women that actually put the app on the phone and they will actually end up hiding it. So the shortcut does not show up on the phone. It's in your phone. It's through your location or through your files. Like you got to go on File Manager and pull it up just to make sure. Because women...
Professional user over here.
Shut up.
You can grab the link down below because you know they supplying her.
We can hide that shit. Like you can hide it. And most men, when they get their phone, they don't even know. And you can track their location forever. That's how a lot of people are getting caught up.
So what happens if he knows and he does it to you? Or does it to her? When I say you, we'll say he does it to her and then finds out she cheating. And she just learned out where he at so she can cheat.
Then hey, that's their problem.
I think it's going to cause more open marriages. I think Mormonism is going to go on the rise because in the Mormon community, you got multiple people.
Well, I was watching a documentary on that too.
The Mormons in Mexico.
It's a new type of Mormonship. It's like a diversified. I
Diversified bonds
No, I'm gonna have
of
to send you a
Mormons.
link. It's a certain type of it's like a certain type of polygamy, but it's more up to date. This
How
one
you
man,
update polygamy?
this one man, he
What,
has.
so like
Just listen.
everybody?
This one man, he has 5 wives.
Mhm.
He has 5 wives. However, he's a contractor, so he makes money.
Time out. He got 5, but Nia still wants you, baby.
Oh my god. So he has one that's a dental assistant, one that's a lawyer, one that's a teacher, one that's a shit.
It sounds like he building a colony.
2 of them are actually stay at home. It was his first and second wife. They got the option to stay at home. The other 3 chose, like, look, I got a profession. I'm not giving that up. I'll have kids. I'll marry you. I'll become a sister wife. But I am not giving up my career. And it's like modern, newer age where the women actually have a say. And a lot of them say because they grew up in that religion, they don't want nothing else. Like,
This is why pimping's dead.
they said they tried to live monogamously, and they said after about 3 years they both were bored. Of course they don't sleep together, like the women don't sleep together and things like that, but she said she wants a big family. She's used to a big family, and I think in total they have about 23 children. With all the wives and him included, it's 23 children, and he has them in rotation. And on birthdays, you get an extra night. But they're actually but you see how things are changing.
I ain't got nothing to say about that.
They're even giving women a chance to speak. And
now, what about if a woman doesn't have 5 guys?
No, some things are changing, but they're not changing as fast. You know, so back in the day, the prophet gave you to somebody who was like 20 years your senior. Now these people are choosing the women. They're choosing their husband, and it's all. And if the guy could say, "Hey, I want you," but if the girl does not accept, they don't get married. It's all up to the woman now.
That shows how much time has definitely changed.
Yes, because before you had no choice.
You go where you went.
Your parents sold you off to the highest old man.
Or highest young man.
Well, whatever. You know what I mean. They sold you. You didn't get a choice. And now they're actually getting a choice.
Yeah, remember marriage used to be like uniting of kingdoms and stuff.
Right.
Now it's like...
Now they used to sell you for rubies and donkeys and shit.
What y'all say? No fatties, no shorties, no what? What y'all say?
No fatties, no shorties, no baldies, no brokies. Fatties, shorties, baldies, brokies.
Y'all love our baby mamas.
Well, that's from a female perspective. What's the male's perspective? You said no baby mamas. What else?
Oh, male perspective? Damn, I don't really know. I don't classify.
From what I've seen, a lot of these men be really like superficial. I thought women will rip men to shreds, but for me, being around
most of these men are women now.
The way how they talk, they don't want bitches with no booties. They don't want no bitches with no ass, no titties, no ass. They don't want females who can't cook. They don't want females that go to the store with their heads wrapped up in bonnets. They don't want the girls that are loud and drunk.
Can't drive.
They don't want
you can't take them nowhere or whatever, yeah. Or if you can't use your car or something, whatever, yeah. That's how it be.
But see, that's why we gonna need the
laser eyes.
That's why we gonna need the panel to come up and help us negate this bullshit. Cause this is some bullshit. I'm trying to tell y'all some real stuff.
Y'all in charge now.
But that's just it. Even though,
y'all and I think dictating the D.
I'm gonna say it like this. I am a very independent woman.
Mm-hmm.
But as much as I'm independent,
as a green M&M,
I get tired of taking control all the time.
Yeah.
Like
sometimes you want to be taken control of.
Right. So
and not in a sexual sense.
Well, that too.
So that too.
Yeah, you know.
But in a situational or
but
just
I
anything
want you,
like, yo, I got it.
Say, Why do I always gotta find the places to go out to eat? Why do I always gotta find?
Because y'all never know what y'all want to eat. That's why we gotta wait for you to pick what you want to eat.
But even still, like, yo, surprise a girl sometimes.
Then we do, and then you're gonna come back and be like, yo, I want chicken nuggets. I want pizza.
We ain't that cheap.
I know some chicks that just want chicken nuggets. Like, that's their favorite meal.
Well, I'm gonna pray for you and them. So
it's okay.
I'm about to say, hell, it's good on your wallet.
Cause I see you. Shit, she loves chicken nuggets. My cousin, she loves you. We can get like the fancy restaurant. She like, you got chicken tenders or chicken nuggets. Speaking of chicken tenders, yo, Friday.
They was bomb.
Yo,
I fucked that food up.
I'm going back tomorrow just to get them. I'm not even joking. With that Royal Farms honey mustard. You know it was Royal Farms.
But it don't matter because Royal Farms don't give you a big ass box for $7.99.
Yo. 5 chicken tenders like this big.
And they was good as
Stadium, shit. Not the stadium small ones, the stadium big ones. Like, oh my god.
And then all the wedges.
Oh. And it had too much salt on it. I feel like I need another one. Actually, it might be open right now. I might go get it.
They'll open till 12.
Till 12?
I already checked out the time.
Yeah, we fat.
Yo, when the food came over, I think we all just stopped and was looking like.
Remember that quesadilla? The one we got from the bar on lunch like last year?
Oh, yeah, that shit was good.
Oh.
That shit was good.
I'm still feeding for one. But it's amazing how now I feel like the females are taking more of the approach. But back then, let's say it like this. Back then, your sexuality or what you did in the bedroom stayed in the bedroom.
Yes.
Now,
everybody want to show
whatever
everything.
you into is out.
No.
Well, like, and no one had a problem with what you were or you think you needed special rights or whatever because of what you do in your bedroom. What you did in your bedroom was your business.
Was your business.
And then people found out that was considered wrong. That your business from the bedroom got out in the public.
Right.
And then everyone looked down on both of you.
One of the things that I do notice now.
Nobody was about that commotion back then.
And, like I said before, people need to know how to mind their business. But it's just the embarrassment. The level of embarrassment that comes from both men and women.
Now.
Yes, like.
No one cares.
It's one
or
thing.
Or respect.
It's one thing if, we make jokes and things like that. But for you to just deliberately embarrass me time and time
just
and time
to make
again.
Other people's laugh.
And not even laugh just because you are selfish and you don't give a shit about nobody but yourself.
Yep.
It's like, who I truly believe is embarrassed.
Who?
And I understand she wants to be a wife. She wants to have that womanly approach. She does not want to give up on her husband. I think Kanye West truly embarrasses Kim Kardashian.
You do.
For you to sit up here and talk about y'all planning whether or not y'all wanted to keep your child during your rally, and then you're having all of these rants, and then you keep telling all of the personal business. I understand.
That's what happens when you become president. All your personal stuff come out, though.
But I understand, you having a mental breakdown and things like that. Fuck With Us definitely cares. But some things, that's y'all business.
Yeah.
It's nobody else's business.
It is, and that's the problem.
He run his mouth too much, and I think he embarrasses.
That's another difference, is that back then, men didn't run their mouth like they do now.
Oh, my God.
Yo, a man will be running down the street crying, telling everybody your business before a woman. Back then, like, oh, okay, happened in the house, stayed in the house.
Right.
No one else got in your business.
Right.
Like, for instance, like some men back in the day, I've heard through the grapevine of history, some men back in the day got other women pregnant, and they came back to their wife with the baby.
Yeah.
And the wife will raise the child.
And nobody will talk about
be no questions or anything.
One thing I will say, I'm happy that times have changed.
Yeah.
Because a lot of things that women had to accept back then, they don't have to accept that shit now.
I'm just happy that women have more freedom of speech now than anything. I think it's a beautiful thing. Because way back then, I mean, it's been, what, thousands of years until a woman...
Do you know the saying that they used to tell women? A woman is supposed to be seen, not heard.
Yep. In the kitchen, that's about it.
Yep. But, yeah, like, you know, they not taking that shit. Oh, we're going to talk about this on the panel, deal breakers. And having a baby on me, that is a motherfucking deal breaker.
It is. It is. But then you have some women who are still old school. You do have some women that are old school in them. Like
more power to the women that know their self-worth and still decide that they love that person. But I'm gonna ask you a question. Does loving that person more mean that you have to sacrifice your own morals, your own integrity, your own standards to fit in their life?
Sure. We want to hear your answers.
Your answers.
We gave our opinions for 2 days.
All this week we're going to be giving opinions until next week. Next week is going to be the panel.
We're going to go ahead and go over it. If you have any questions, comments.
Ratchet Friday, we just might make jokes about it. But definitely Motivational Monday, I think, was a beautiful episode. This episode was a great confessional. And you got to get a little look between, you know, our personal lives, things we've
I'm not as daring as she is.
Allegedly done.
Not as daring as she is. Everything happened is not true or it could be true.
Take your poison.
You tell us. And don't forget, like,
comment,
subscribe,
and share.
And follow us on IG.
At the business page.
And on Twitter.
Yeah, we do have a Twitter now.
On Twitter.
So, and if you roll with the Fuck With Us family, please, guys, do not forget to throw the middle fingers up like, ah.